Michael was an elderly black man, his name as strong as his spirit. Though his hair was grey and his face lined with the marks of time, his heart was young, filled with resilience and determination. Living in a bustling city in America, he had faced a lifetime of struggles, prejudice, and rejection. But no matter how much the world tried to break him, his inner strength remained unshaken. One day, Michael decided it was time to fulfill a dream he had held onto for years. He wanted to buy a car, and not just any car, but one that would symbolize his journey and his achievements. With his life savings in hand, he made his way to a luxurious car showroom in the heart of the city. The showroom was magnificent, a palace of shining vehicles, bright lights, and polished floors. It was a place where dreams were sold to those who could afford them. Michael walked in, his steps confident but his appearance modest. At the reception desk stood a salesman, sharp in his suit and brimming with arrogance. Michael approached the salesman and said politely, "I would like to see some cars." The salesman glanced at Michael from head to toe, his eyes filled with judgment. He smirked and replied, "Sir, this place isn't for people like you. Our cars are for high-class clients, no to broken bar well, people who look like they can't afford them." Michael remained calm and said, "I have money, and I am serious about buying a car." The salesman laughed mockingly and called out to his colleagues, "Hey, look at this guy. He wants to buy a car. Maybe we should sell him a tire instead." As the others laughed, the salesman grabbed Michael's arm and escorted him toward the door, saying, "You're wasting our time. Go somewhere else, see maybe a second-hand shop." He shoved Michael out of the showroom and shut the glass doors behind him. Standing outside, Michael adjusted his jacket, looked at the building for a moment, and smiled to himself. He didn't say a word, but his eyes held a quiet determination. He walked away without looking back. A few hours later, the owner of the showroom received a phone call. It was from a wealthy client interested in purchasing the entire showroom. The owner was ecstatic. The deal was finalized quickly, and the new buyer requested to visit the showroom the same day. When the new owner arrived, the staff stood in a line to greet him. Their jaws dropped as Michael walked through the doors, his presence commanding respect. The salesman who had insulted him earlier froze, his arrogance replaced with fear. Michael looked him in the eyes and said, "I came here early to buy a car, but your behavior convinced me to buy the entire showroom instead." The room fell silent as Michael turned to the showroom owner and said, "I'll take over from here. And as for him," he pointed to the salesman, "I'll let him keep his job, but only if he learns to treat every customer with respect, no matter how they look." From that day on, the showroom became a symbol of respect and fairness, all thanks to the quiet power of a man who believed in himself and refused to let the world define his worth. Michael's words echoed in the silent showroom, leaving the staff in stunned disbelief. The salesman who had mocked him earlier stood frozen, his face pale with shock. Michael turned toward the employees, his gaze steady and calm. He spoke firmly, "This place isn't just about selling cars, it's about creating an experience where every individual feels valued, no matter who they are or what they look like. I want this showroom to be known not just for its luxury but for its respect and fairness." The staff exchanged nervous glances, unsure of what to expect. Michael smiled slightly and continued, "I believe in second chances. Everyone makes mistakes, and how you learn from them defines who you are. To the salesman who insulted me earlier, I'm giving you one more opportunity to prove yourself. You'll stay on as an employee, but you'll also undergo training on customer service and empathy." The salesman stammered, "Thank you, sir. I'm sorry for my behavior. I'll do better." Michael nodded and said, "Apologies are a good start, but actions speak louder than words. Let's see what you can do." Over the following weeks, Michael's presence brought a transformative energy to the showroom. He introduced new policies emphasizing inclusivity and respect. He organized workshops to train the staff on treating customers with dignity, regardless of their appearance or background. Slowly but surely, the showroom began to change, not just in reputation but in spirit. Word spread across the city about the elderly black man who had bought the showroom and turned it into a beacon of fairness. Customers from all walks of life started visiting, knowing they would be treated with respect. Sales soared, and the staff began to take pride in the new vision Michael had set forth. The salesman who had disrespected Michael initially worked hard to redeem himself. He took the training seriously and started treating every customer with genuine kindness. One day, he approached Michael and said, "Sir, I want to thank you. You didn't just give me a second chance, you taught me a lesson I'll carry for life. I'm truly sorry for the way I treated you that day." Michael smiled and replied, "It's not just about being sorry, it's about growth. You've shown that people can change when given the opportunity. I'm proud of your progress." Years passed, and Michael's showroom became one of the most successful in the region. But more importantly, it became a symbol of hope and equality. Michael's story inspired countless people who had faced prejudice, reminding them that self-worth isn't defined by others' opinions. One day, a journalist asked Michael in an interview, "What made you buy the showroom after how you were treated?" Michael chuckled and said, "It wasn't about revenge. It was about transformation. I wanted to show that respect and kindness can turn even the most hostile places into something beautiful. And sometimes, when the world underestimates you, that's the perfect time to surprise it." Michael's legacy lived on, not just as the owner of a showroom but as a man who proved that dignity, perseverance, and compassion could change the world.